Firestorm.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a draft that could go very right or very wrong for EHOME, right? It's very unbalanced in the way that from the laning phase they can kind of launch themselves into this game, but it's going to be a tough one, it feels like. CTY will be the puck and we'll get the old chicken Tiny. I do prefer IG being down towards this Disruptor who is looking to contest this wave that they've dragged back, but now trapped in the shards. The damage looks like it might be enough with one more punch to secure the kill. XXS, Beastmaster, first blood indeed. Starts things off with, but we'll look towards top as the Warlock walks in towards the Bounty Rune, but he's found Phoenix with the Fiery Spirits and the Snowball ready after the shards if they even need it. Probably do to get that extra bit of lockdown to chase forward onto HYM. One more punch, not even required. The Snowball does the job, and that is another kill going the way of IG.
Give or take. Also in terms of the eyes. Bottom lane.
Snowball dodge on the Avalanche. Fiery Spirits and the DD right clicks. Oh, old chicken. One more punch will do the job. XXS could look to dive this tower, but Disruptor gets the trade back onto the Phoenix. At the very least, one little kill goes their way there. Death Prophet playing scared. Tusk going to go in for a few punches. Pops a raindrop. And with Wand and Orb available, CTY's got to make a play here. Gets away. Cuts it very tight, but he baits his
wide in range, but to say that's hanging around a little bit in mid. Call coming through. Here's Beastmaster rotates in, snaps Call, but he'll be dropping as this 4 people coming in. Glimpse back there onto the DP. Spirit Siphons are available, but is it going to be enough for the extra roots? No, 4 heroes. Right click away, stick charge is almost enough. But almost is, well, can't really buy yourself.
They maybe could have found another one there as they will catch the Underlord, but they're setting up bottom lane as well to catch the CK Phantasm. Thrown out as the 3 dire heroes converge around him, but he'll be okay for now to wander away. No real follow through there as the Glimpse already expended, and still no.
Volcar roaming around time and time again, 1-0-2, so not the worst kind of scoreline for a 4 position hero at all. Now he's getting some time in mid. He even get the drag back in the park. No orb. He does have the orb available, doesn't get it off. With the follow-up stun, so hey.
Didn't get the wand off either, CTY. Good up against the Death Prophet Ghosts, of course, but also Beastmaster and CK incredibly strong as DP has been caught. We'll see the entire arsenal of abilities thrown her way. Spirit Siphon will not save her from this. The Golem cancelled out, the animation stopped as the egg comes through and IG lose 2. Faith Beyond with a very quick double kill. As EHOME, they group up as 5 with their ultimates, and guess what? They're the ones to come out on top.
Feels like IG are not really on the same page. I mean, even in the last game, we've seen these same kind of things, where we lose one hero, Supernova, but also like the shards, anything else to protect that egg. Maybe they get something here.
CK does have a double damage rune. They're trying to get this Underlord out with a Golem to help, but that burst damage there, too much to handle. They'll get the Golem kill as well.
A team to engage if you're going for these kind of 5-man engagements. It seems obvious, but that's what it is. Up top, we'll pick off here. Snowball coming through to try to delay this a little further. There's nothing else he can really do.
Well played by Faith Beyond, realizing the Snowball was heading to the creeps, aggroes them, gets the people really prioritizing the move speed talents. As Waning Rift top lane, is it long enough to stop the Roar from arriving? No, not quite. Still caught. CTY, nice attempt. 3 seconds duration. Was that a long TP?
Must have been, right? He did that before, but top lane now. Drop everything again. This time on to CTY, the Golem, Fatal Bonds, a couple of heroes that can actually turn us around very easily here. 2 heroes down already, and Chaos Knight, long for the world either. Oh, well, that was a very quick turnaround, yeah.
Well,
CTY will be spamming the space created in chat, probably. Chat, who knows?
Gets his blink delayed, but they found the Phoenix. Tossed back with a glimpse, but now he can dive away. They've overlapped their abilities just a little bit.
Expecting the Icarus dives.
Medallion, Reality Rift minus armor. Disruptor will go in. Static Storm dropped, but Roshan has already fallen with the Aegis taken by the Chaos Knight. EHOME have to retreat. The Disruptor's been caught here by a sprint forward from the DP. Faith Beyond trapped in the Ice Shards as well. IG, they silence him up so he can't get the TP. The Dark Rift is not there, and the Roar will keep him locked down for long enough for the CK to bring him down, but in comes the Tiny. The Orb, the Waning Rift, the puck takes down the Aegis, and the Supernova will deter EHOME from going any further.
That was still alright for EHOME, I want to say. You take down the DP, you immediately get rid of the Aegis.
We said the 5-man swing back and forth as CK Phantasm is there to try and catch the Tiny, but the Fatal Bonds in onto the Illusions means that Chaos Knight will lose all of them, including potentially his own life, but no, he survived through it all, killed Disruptor, and now Old Chicken deep behind enemy lines. Oh dear, EHOME, what have you done?
A bit too deep. After the initial burst, it's a bit of an issue, like NPC, Old Chicken, almost finding the task there in mid. Still dumps available in case they need it, and can grab these easy kills, but they're not really changing the pace of the game, are they?
No. I know what I wanted to do there. Tiny was tossing the tree. Initiations from the Radiant while the rest of his team looks to pick away the backlines as the jump forward, snowball into punch, catches Old Chicken, but Bob Oka caught now inside the Pit of Malice, the turn back with a Golem, Supernova on their heads, and down goes the Tusk. But this is an awkward back and forth as ultis just chucked into the middle of no man's land. Everyone retreats away from these spells, and it's EHOME who's tried to swing back into the battle with a glimpse onto DP. Exorcism still going, the damage is still flowing, but the DPS nuke in from Puck. Now the Roar back in onto EHOME. It's the Disruptor who's caught, but they're losing their Death Prophet. Down she goes, OP has fallen, and finally the Dream Call from Puck. The Disruptor survives with the Shadow Word healing him, and IG are crumbling, falling apart with a toss back. Beastmaster's found, and CTY claims yet another.
Well, what did I just say? Eventually.
Something that IG can maybe be happy about, but here's the run forward. The Static Storm does come through, and Wire's caught a couple here. The Static Storm still silencing the Tusk, and there was no snowball, there was no shards. Maybe a glimpse back at another. The DP is dragged back, but the Chaos Knight arrives. The Rift forward gets them, at the very least, a Disruptor kill. But that looked like IG setting up for a Saber, or the Blink, or the Shadow Blade, whatever it may be, if he changes his mind in the near future, as they do catch the Tusk on the front lines. See the end of that little pick-off. But IG are bitch, you know, it just, everything has to go their way, and they can't do things like this.
Yeah.
Beastmaster gets caught top lane, silenced up and removed from the game, with Chaos Knight not too far behind. If they have a glimpse here, just need a vision. They've got him, dragged him back. The Chaos Knight pops his BKB, turns to fight with a Phantasm. This might be good for them. Rock dropped on his head, the Tiny trying to survive through it. The Rift back again, Old Chicken keeping himself alive. The Shadow Word is there, just need a stun, but it's not going to be. Chaos Knight did waste his ulti and BKB for that though, without getting a single kill in return. It's going to be the real big sticking point as the Roar in onto Warlock catches, and the Reality Rift forward means that Phantasm is forced, and down goes the Warlock. Catch a little bit more, but a silence quickly out from the Puck will slow down the IG aggressors, and maybe an escape here from Disruptor. Jump forward though. Tusk has a Blink Dagger, catching out yet another, and 3 in a row as IG come out swinging. A double kill for Chaos Knight will likely lead to even more.
So now EHOME getting past the timing that they had, where they... what the hell is happening? That was unnecessary. Only the Aegis, 1.5 minutes left was left in time, and now another war coming through. Ice shots blocking themselves away.
Farming very aggressively there,
yeah.
Not expecting the Puck to come across the map away from objectives themselves, as BKB from the DP has been forced here because this EHOME side are chasing her down close to her tier 2. The cheese expended, puts her into a decent spot with that Dagon into the Yules. Do they have anything more? There's the heal from the Sunray. Phoenix keeping the DP alive, but the Dream Call finally arrives, brings her down, the jump forward. No Supernova. EHOME thinking about going back in, but it's IG that strike first. The Invis, the Old Chicken kept alive with Glimmer Cape. The stun forward though, they've got the reveal. The Necro books have come through, and Old Chicken, oh, the Underlord with a Pit of Malice roots up the Chaos Knight, and I don't know, somehow Tiny is still alive. Status resistance is such a good thing to have, and they'll get the supports on the back lines. Face Beyond, the offlaner to fall as well, as IG send them packing away from that tier 2 bottom. KB Exorcism.
That's the big one. They utilized that to try and bring down the DP earlier. But well, that does mean that you don't have it available for this defense. That's the other thing here. Sunray and Spirit Siphons coming in big, almost making sure the DP survives. Now with the BKB, making sure the Spirits continue to wail away the Bailey Barracks, and there's nothing that EHOME can do about it.
Even with the Crimson Garden buildings. This Dream Coil not really going to accomplish anything as the Supernova zones them all back. Don't get hit by the stun, jump forward aggressively, looking for the Death Prophet. Maybe the Tiny, yes, with the Dagon helping out, they find that kill. But the chase on for more, this has to be successful. They've lost so much already. They're tossing around Necro units, but they will not find a secondary kill. Gem on Puck, not quite going to catch a glimpse of the Beastmaster, and some great shards there from Baboka will keep them at bay. Could get this momentum going, use their ultis, cycling through them off cooldown, then sure it's going to be great, but they're really just looking for scraps at the moment. You know, a kill on Tusk here, maybe a
Mantis-style illusions. You're missing out on a lot of damage without having this available, but it's still kind of scary, because there's still the roar, and Beastmaster's damage output is also nothing to ignore at this point. But with the catapults here, just maintaining, or just take care of the backdoor region for a while, and doing some extra chit damage. Will do as much as they're comfortable with. But they...
Down, yeah, exactly right.
On the Disruptor is revealing himself collecting the courier. Turn around though here, the Static Storm coming through. ZK actually going into it, but now still gets BKB. Phantasm off, time turn this around, 4 seconds stun onto the Warlock, couple of extra right clicks will finish him off. Old Chicken on the side trying to do what they can, but we've only got the Beastmaster so far. 1-4 trade, Exorcism going down. Well, Puck, not sure what you can do here against all these tanky heroes, BKB'd up heroes. The answer is nothing. Old Chicken will be brought down, and well, no Roshanna. They all smoked up, shadow blading across towards the Roche pit, scouting out that this is happening.
IG sees everything.
See Faith Beyond, they see the Disruptor taking out that Static Storm is gonna be the choice, and it will be successful. The Golem drop, but instantly taken care of. Bit of a Dagon zap, but Faith Beyond already saying, nope, gonna get the hell out of here, taxi servers. And leaving the station, back to base. Yeah, come on. In the hands of IG. The Chicken has other plans, so goes in for the combo. Fatal Bonds between 3 heroes, not the worst here. Beastmaster will fall, everyone slowed down by the Warlock here, and Tusk. Excellent listening, just a little bit more. Dagon zap there on the Phoenix, out dropping like flies. Still, the big core still in the middle. Death Prophet, Yield Scepters, Bird Siphon, healing up. But looks like, yeah, Chaos Knight had other plans. Did not want to stick around. He's hauling.
You have to think about defending them. Oh, Old Chicken. Oh, Old Chicken. What? Sunray does a lot of damage. These tanky strength cores absolutely shredded. Now you've got the super long dive. Like plus 2,000 range or something, isn't it? Plus 1,400? 1,400.
It's ridiculous.
For dive range as Puck into the Radiant base and then out again.
These kind of moments, that's where we realize that Phoenix is actually a bit OP.
5, pretty good cooldown there from CTY's Puck, but in come the illusions and the exorcism. Time to break this base. Fatal Bonds looking to clear them out, but the Sunray looking to do the opposite. Firestorm will actually destroy all of these illusions. The Aegis expires. BKB forced out from the DP. Cheese still being held as the Beastmaster dragged into the danger zone. Cheese popped, and now the turnaround. There's the Golem dropping on their heads, but the BKB CK allows him to run forward with the help of the Death Prophet, looking for someone to take down. Old Chicken dropping low, but it's going to be that Warlock that falls. Chaotic offering on death gives another Golem, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Exorcism Ghost is still flying around and dealing so much damage to this dire side. With the Refresher Shard used, they have a second one to go as well to bring down this lane of Rax. And CTY trying his damnedest, but can't take down the Chaos Knight. Now silenced up, Yule's into the air with a phase shift ready. Could look to blink away from this. Tiny getting the DP, bringing her low. The Ghost to go in, the Spirit Siphon ready. Now Yule's into the air with the Sunray keeping her alive, but the damage isn't there. She's being healed up so much. She kills the Tiny. She's surviving through it all. Down they go, a double kill in from OP. EHOME are being ripped apart by this Death Prophet, but they'll finally bring her down with the Chaos Knight failing his armor toggle. That'll be a 2 in a row. And EHOME, they hold on for dear life with buybacks, but they still lose their melee racks.
At what cost, Gareth? I mean, what's to stop IG from just waiting out the next Roshan and making that same kind of push with these same kind of advantages? No, Puck caught with a roar, big old Icarus dive, the snowball to follow, punch in the air.
That was so perfectly chained as well. Snowball and punch arriving exactly as the roar.
Who do I focus on?
They don't have these backup plans anymore with the Cheeses and Aegis, but with Puck dead for 20, it's time to go in.
try here. Sexton being dropped. Knew that there was another fight in the middle of that or something. I don't even know. Tefbrov actually brought down with the last bit of a Dagon Zap, but now CK, the next challenge, NPC, will not be there to take it on. The Phoenix Sun, the Supernova, zoning them away.
The Aghanims and Disruptor did a great job, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. CTY deep in behind enemy lines, but it's this Sunray just doing so much, healing, damaging, and winning this game potentially for IG as the buyback from DP to secure things and close it all out. In jumps the Phoenix again. The CK dying will fall eventually here to the Warlock of all people, but Puck Yule's up, Spirit Siphon on, and the damage looks like it might just be good enough. They have another Yules to catch out the Puck, but the damage, ooh, no, lockdown. They can't finish off CTY, he's finishing off them. Oh god, the soul release from the Spirit Vessels, trying to keep the Tusk alive, but he's in behind the trees. The Warlock will catch him, but GG is called. They tap out, because you know what's happening? The Beastmaster's taking down Throne. IG,
Objective Base Gaming.
2-1 victory over EHOME.
What a game. What a valiant effort in the end there for EHOME.